Hi, Tony. Hi, Darcy. How are you guys?
Hi,
Hi,
how are
what's
you?
your name again?
I'm
Natalie?
good. My name is Sandra, and I'm with the Nocturnal.
Sandra, I don't know where she got
I don't know where I
Natalie.
got Natalie. Screaming Natalie at me.
You're good. Don't worry. I want to start off. I want to start off by saying that I really enjoyed this film.
Oh,
You guys were really funny in the film, and I love
Thanks.
thank you.
the corporation of raw emotion and humor
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that stuff. I wanted to say that you guys obviously play siblings in the
Yeah.
film, and you guys had such great comedic chemistry. And
Thanks.
of course, and I wanted to know, was it easy to bounce off each other and tap into that sibling vibe?
Was
It
easy.
was easy. I mean, I'm a huge Darcy fan.
The,
She was the first one we wanted, and we got her. So that was
Hey.
really exciting. But we've talked about this in the sense of it's a nice when you enjoy someone's work, you kind of can breathe a little easier because you know that there's going to be that playtime and you're going to trust that they're going to know the same game we're playing and you're not kind of because there's been different experiences where you're like, oh, we're not on the same page.
right.
It's nice that we knew we were on the same page.
Yeah, and Tony, I'm a gigantic Tony Hale fan forever and ever, and was thrilled to get to work with him. And yeah, to I know Tony can do anything, and I know he can do anything comedically, and it was fun to feel what this ended up being, which
Mm.
was like a kind of grounded comedy
Mhm.
with a lot of heart and not always going for the joke yeah, I think sharing the same comedy language made that
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's a
easy.
good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, made it easier.
Yeah, yeah.
um, Tony, you didn't only play a brother, but you also played a father in the
Mm.
film. Was
Mm.
there a particular moment that resonated with you personally?
Yeah.
Something reminded you of your own experience as a father in real life?
Yeah. I would say yes. No, there's a lot that I remember. There's one moment that I haven't really thought about that I haven't said yet that I really resonated when I was telling my son it's not his responsibility
Mm,
to fix. And, we've all had childhood experiences where you take
yeah.
responsibility that's not your responsibility. And that definitely like
I
that
love
hit.
that scene.
Yeah, that was
My husband and I were wiping tears away during that scene.
Tears. We got
Tears,
Darcy's
baby. We
face and
got face and
tears.
tears. He like lifted his glasses and did one of these.
Exactly. Darcy, you play obviously a sister in the film. You're playing a sister whose brother's daughter is going through something difficult, who's dealing with, some raw and intense emotion with the loss of a parent. And I wanted to know, how did you step into this role knowing what was going on later was getting darker in terms of like the drawings were starting to mean something
hmm
darker?
I
Mm.
think for Liz, she was trying, but before anything happened with the drawings, she was helping him with the house and trying to get this family back on their feet again and sort of going above and beyond in her Liz way
Mm.
Mhm.
to be as supportive and there for him. Like every family member, every sibling, every whatever is gonna you show up in the way you show up, and this is the way she shows up. She's not there to like hug and cry necessarily, but she's gonna, what do you need? Let me handle it for you. And uh, um, I love how
She was a voice that Taylor really needed.
right, and she was kind of tiptoeing in the beginning, and then sort of
Yeah.
realized like we need to break down this door.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I loved Liz. I sort of envy her how straightforward and true and honest she is. That's a cool
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, I loved her character. Obviously Taylor plays Amber's father, and being the father of not just one, he plays the father of two kids.
Yeah.
Do you think Taylor was trying to figure out what was going on with his kids, or do you think he was more trying to support them with whatever they were feeling?
I think it was, I would say more the first. He was really trying to navigate what's going on. How do I, how do I handle this
Fix.
fix? And it's like, what he learned was like, oh, I need to give them the freedom to process and process with him. Like
Right.
it's not like I was just wanting them to process. I needed to begin processing my feelings.
It's such a, I think, natural way of being as a parent, I
Yeah.
think, to almost, I'm gonna just cover up, push down my feelings
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
help you. And we're gonna get through this and we're gonna get to the other side and we're gonna be happy and we're gonna eat pizza and everybody's good and we're actually all good and everybody's actually
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah. Pizza
Yeah.
does fix a lot
It
though,
does,
let's
it
be
does, it
honest.
really does. Yeah. But it's such a beautiful, I love Taylor's growth throughout the film. It's such a like, it's so lovely. It's so beautiful. Oh,
Exactly. Something I wanted to highlight was I loved Darcy, the part that your character says she like looks up at the sky and she's like, I know we're supposed to be scared, but
yeah.
it's so beautiful. I thought that was hilarious.
I mean, it's true though, right? Like all of these monsters are, you just want to stare at them.
Exactly, yeah. And that incorporates humor, but I thought one important part of this film was the emotional aspect, and an important, like, powerful moment in the film that I thought was really powerful was when you highlighted to Taylor when you guys were at the house, saying that the boys in the film weren't expressing their feelings, and Amber wasn't really the bad one. She was just doing the good part, expressing her feelings through the dark drawings and sketches. Could you elaborate on the importance of like what that means and potentially what it would look like if the boys did express those feelings?
Yeah, I think she was sort of, I think it's easy to look at what Amber was doing or what she did as bad or naughty, or like she's being a bad kid. And I think Liz was just sort of reframing it, like what are we actually trying to accomplish here, and what is working, what is actually working right now. Okay, sure, yeah, the town is full of gigantic monsters. That aside, she's dealing with something, and the two boys, the dad and the son, are maybe needing to take a little bit of that into their lives to sort of deal with this gigantic thing that has happened to their family, that has impacted their lives
pretty recently.
Really, yeah.
Do you think? Oh yeah.
No. I think I love that line too. I love that
Me
moment.
too.
It's a great way of reframing everything.
Exactly. Do you think if Liz played the parent in this film, would things have looked differently? Like maybe there was less chaos that could have been prevented, or do you think it would most likely be the same if she was the parent?
Maybe that's the sequel. You like, and you're the parent.
I'm the parent. I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think like one of these things that we've been talking about a little bit is like there is no real right answer with grief. And Liz has some ideas, but I think when something gigantic like your mom dies, it's like Liz has a different way of looking at it than maybe Taylor does, but it's not like Taylor was doing something wrong or all he was trying to do was help. And I think that grief is such a wild thing that you only kind of can figure out as you're going through it, or maybe even afterwards. Maybe maybe there would have been less chaos, but maybe it would have been chaotic in a different way. And I think, I don't know. I think maybe part of this message is not like, part of this movie is not, and here's how you deal with grief. It's more like supporting each other, listening to each other, seeing each other
in their own process,
your own way, as a family, as people you love, is what gets us through it. Not fixes it, but gets us through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she should be a therapist.
Oh my gosh.
You would be up as a therapist. That'd be great. Those were all my questions for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my questions. You guys both did great in this film.
Oh, thanks. You're so kind.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hi, how are you guys? My name is Sandra, and I'm with The Nocturnal. I want to start off by saying that I really enjoyed this film because it had a lot of humor in it. It had, creativity in it, and it's just like there's just so much going on at the same time. But I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to start off by saying that this film blends fantasy and comedy really well, but it also gives a horror vibe in a way, with the suspenseful music, the sound choices, the design. And one thing I loved was, the intense paint splatter throughout the film and the visuals. How intentional was the mix of tones, and what was it like bringing those darker elements into such a colorful and imaginative world for you, Seth?
It's a great question. Sketch is definitely a movie with it's balancing several tones, and we wanted it to always feel like a horror comedy, but remain responsible and accessible to as general and wide an audience as possible, but without feeling too sanitized and safe. Kids want to watch things that feel dangerous, and parents want their kids to watch things that aren't too dangerous, and it's a tightrope walk that I think Spielberg did so well in the early parts of his career, and there's a lot of other filmmakers who have been so good at it, and we wanted to emulate that. One of the reasons it has such a, the music kind of leans horror, even when horror is not happening on screen, was because that tends to be funny. And it also, the first act of the movie is, there's a lot of storytelling set up, and is very much kind of more comedy than anything, with a lot of very real elements of drama. And we wanted the audience to feel, though, from frame one that they were in for an exciting, like, thrill ride, like, summer movie. And so we're intentional about making it feel like we were going somewhere exciting, because we were, and we want people to feel excited about where we're going, even if they don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely with the horror music, even in the part where there's not really much horror, like at the very beginning, where I see Amber's drawing. Yeah. Bowman sees Amber's drawing of him getting stabbed really hard through the stomach. Yeah. And also that part where
Kalon's gonna walk through the whole movie right now, scene by scene. Action.
Yeah. That also part where Taylor is tempted to look into the sketchbook, Amber's sketchbook, but then he doesn't.
A lot of the temp music in that was music from Jordan Peele, from Jordan Peele's movies and stuff, just to make it feel like we were in a scarier movie than we actually were.
Yes. No, I loved it. I loved every part of it. I wanted to highlight Bianca. You did an amazing performance of Amber in the film.
Thank you.
And I wanted to say that this role, you could tell it's very complex with, the emotion that she's dealing with the loss of, a parent and stuff like that. When dealing with such a complex role, was there any challenge stepping into this role specifically with Amber, who's been dealing with, these types of problems?
I feel like, I haven't experienced the loss of a loved one. Well, not at the time that it was filmed. And so I had to kind of step into the character's shoes a little bit and just imagine that happened to me, especially like somebody so close, and just what that would feel like.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and after watching this film, I don't know, I asked myself this question after watching this film, but I don't know if you guys would agree, but when analyzing the concept of what children draw, whether it's dark or not, do you think watching this film can show people why it matters what kids are drawing in a way?
I would hope so, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
I think I've always believed art is the safest place for violence and the safest place for
tragedy.
The safest place for our response to tragedy. It's the safest place for our more dangerous feelings and emotions, and their feelings and emotions are not going anywhere if we don't put them somewhere. And I think art and creative self-expression is the best place for that. And we wanted kids to walk out of the movie feeling empowered to use art and creative self-expression, creativity for that. But even more importantly, we wanted parents and even adults without kids to walk out of the film and feel empowered to create a safe space for themselves and the other people in their life to do that as well.
I agree. Kalon, I loved your character. You had such a funny character, Bowman. I wanted to know, you witnessed the dark blue monster appearing when you guys were on the bus. And when Dave appeared to the kids on the bus, and you were also one of the kids who witnessed him going to sleep with the music that was being played, because they fall asleep when there's music. If Bowman had to pick a song for the monster to go to sleep, what would he pick?
Oh, I bet.
If you had to pick a song to make a monster go to sleep.
To make Dave go to sleep.
Yeah, what would Bowman pick?
What would Bowman pick? Oh, probably like some really classical music almost, like the classic piano.
You go like Bach, Beethoven, something like that.
Yes, like Beethoven.
Yeah, you go for the classics. I didn't know Bowman was such a classic.
I guess there's no really other music. So we see that the rap music wakes him up because it's much louder.
Yeah, so you wouldn't turn on ASMR or something.
Well, maybe Bowman would do the Bowman ASMR.
Oh, so actual specific Bowman, like bespoke Bowman ASMR.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Give us some right now. Give us some Bowman
It's
ASMR.
like him like crunching like
Oh,
Cheetos.
okay.
No. Please.
And then it's him crinkling the bag.
Occasionally burping or sneezing by accident.
And then like kind of like wakes up Dave, but then he goes back to sleep.
I love
Yeah, that's probably what he would put on too.
Oh man,
I
we
love
better
that.
be making this.
Yeah. For Bowman's character, how different do you think the movie and plot would look like if it was his drawings and not Amber's drawings?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Good
if it was his drawings, I think it would be a lot more. I don't know, because I feel like Bowman would draw some stuff that's more comedy based, like comedy horror. Like I get it with Amber's drawings that they're more like horror, and it's based off of grief, and it has a lot of death. But I feel like Bowman's drawings would be a lot more funny, almost.
Like hot dogs, talking hot
Yes,
dogs.
like
and stuff?
talking hot dogs that eat you
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of you eating them.
Yeah.
They eat you. Like it has like an oddly large mouth, like the hearts in the very end of the movie where
Yeah.
like munches up the little eider.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Like the mouth just oddly expands to like such a large.
So a
like,
hot dog with an
mouth.
oddly large mouth, maybe like a talking trombone or something. What else is something funny that would be thrown in there? Like,
I bet like Bowman would make.
I feel like we get to like toilet humor pretty fast.
Like a toilet.
Oh, just a
that
toilet.
flushes you. Yeah, like it sucks you in like with a vortex and like it gives you like a swirly.
Now we're cooking.
Now
it's
cooking.
cooking for real.
Yeah. And my final question for you, Seth, if you were to describe this movie in 3 words, how would you describe the film?
Big, funny, weird. I missed emotional or touching or something because it's
touching.
it's a very emotional film. It deals with very real emotional
Very real emotions.
stakes and character transformations, but it's also intentionally a big weird summer blockbuster movie that I'm so excited for people to experience.
Yes.
I agree. Well, I had a pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you for answering my questions, and you guys did great in the film.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.